How's it going, folks? It is Matt back with another crypto video, and today's video is on DigiByte. Today I was supposed to do an interview with Donald Porter. We were going to cover Section 5 of the Coinbase listing requirements and hear what Donald had to say about DigiByte and Jamaica. As we know, several venues within Jamaica are now accepting DigiByte as a form of payment. However, due to a time constraint, Donald had a festival going on today. I think it's actually going on right now as we speak. We were unable to do the interview today. That being said, we are still planning to do an interview either Saturday or Sunday, depending on when we can work our schedules out together. And on one hand, it's kind of disappointing not to have the interview today. But on the other, there's still a ton of positive news coming out about DigiByte that I have for you today, as well as if we have the interview after the festival he's having, it could make for some more interesting talking points to hear from him. So be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to get notifications if you have not already, as you will not want to miss that. That being said, let's get right to it. And before I dive into all the information I have for you today, two quick announcements to make. One being the DigiByte Lotto. The first ever DigiByte lottery drawing will be held tomorrow. At present, 401 tickets have been sold with 199 tickets remaining, and the current prize fund is just over 26,000 DigiByte, and I think if I did my math correctly, at today's prices, that's around $200. So if you buy one ticket for $1, each ticket's $1, and gives you the opportunity to win 26,000 DigiByte. And again, the drawing is tomorrow, and ticket sales will be ending soon. So if you want to participate in this, do it quickly. So the second announcement I have is surrounding the annual DigiByte Tee Fight Competition of 2019. Most of you have probably already heard about this by now. There is one minor change to it. You know, the original plan was to have the deadline for submissions and voting be on January 10th, but we kind of overlooked a slight problem with that. You know, if you upload a design on January 9th or on January 10th, odds are you're not going to get the votes to be able to actually win this competition. So submissions, the deadline for submitting a design is now January 3rd of 2019. The voting will end still sticking with the January 10th date. So if you upload your design on January 3rd, that will give 7 days of voting to allow you to have a chance to win this competition. If you are unaware of what this competition is, I will provide a link in the description below. You can read through the website, you can watch some videos that explain what it is, and there are prizes for winning. So that being said, let's get right to today's video. This is a tweet from Rudy Bauman. It is live. You can now purchase DigiByte with US dollars. Big thanks to VertBase. And this is coming earlier this week. We saw the news that VertBase was going to start pairing DigiByte with the US dollar starting Friday. Today is Friday, so now all citizens of the United States can now purchase DigiByte directly with their US dollars on VertBase's website. And I gotta say, since the DigiByte awareness team fully got up and running and started, the number of exchanges DigiByte has been listed on has just been growing exponentially this year, and the amount of fiat pairings they've been given have been growing just as quickly. You know, it's a well-deserved pat on the back for the whole DigiByte awareness team. You are all doing a fantastic job, and please keep it up. But you know, exchange listings should not be the only thing we base our investments on. You know, it comes down to the real-world use cases or the problems that this project is trying to solve. And you know, DigiByte definitely has real-world use cases, and they're solving a ton of problems, mainly in the realm of cybersecurity. You know, with DigiID and their partnership through AntomID. This is a look at another tweet from Rudy Bauman talking about DigiAssets, which kind of plays into the real-world use of DigiByte. So DigiAssets will be a big milestone for DigiByte. DigiAssets is a work in progress, and Jared Tate and other core developers are checking for further optimization of the protocol. ETA is Q1 of 2019. I definitely cannot wait until DigiAssets is live, because I do 100% believe it's going to be a game changer for DigiByte. Now, he did provide a link to this video here to watch, and explains what DigiAssets are. I have clicked that link. And it's a 1-minute video. It's definitely worth the watch if you are kind of unaware or interested in what DigiAssets is. I'll provide a link to this in the description below as well. But basically, I'll summarize it for you. DigiAssets creates a digital representation of a real-world asset. These assets are 100% tradable. They cannot be counterfeited or duplicated. And as far as what you can digitize, it's really anything. In the video, it points out that tickets to sporting events could be a DigiAsset. You could start a business by selling shares of your company in the form of a DigiAsset. You can send and receive directly from your DigiByte mobile wallet all the assets that you own, and you can even create assets from the mobile wallet itself. And as far as more uses as what assets could be digitized, the latest crypto pets, in-game currencies, virtual trading cards, and property titles. And really, I cannot wait until DigiAssets is live and start to see progress being made as far as the tokenization of assets. So the last thing I have to cover, this is an article written by Josiah Spackman. It is a fantastic update of what is going on in the DigiByte world. I'll just kind of read through some of the main points here. One being the DigiByte low memory improvements. They've been working to, or we have had some work being done to the DigiByte core wallet thanks to Yoshi. This will help bring DigiByte work on a lower memory devices such as Raspberry Pi. And I know Josiah is creating a guide on how to create a full node with Raspberry Pi. It is still a work in progress. However, the changes are very promising for allowing the DigiByte core wallet to work on lower memory devices. Drive storage is cheaper and easier to expand, so that is a very welcome change, and this will eventually be there will eventually be an optional launch flag for when you start DigiByte. A look at another update, the new version of the core wallet, DigiByte 6.17.1 is in testing. So the team and Josiah have been working, testing with upgrades, clean sinks, and many other tests are going through with the update. There are some nifty new features coming in this which will mostly be of interest to miners and mining pools. However, this will lay the foundation for the future algo swap. So speaking of the future algo swap, we have AutoCrypt coming, which basically AutoCrypt is the algorithm that recreates itself every single 10 days to make it or prevent ASIC dominance on the mining of DigiByte, and it will provide favor for GPU and FPGA mining and will further secure the DigiByte network. And this is a fun fact. I had no idea where they got the name AutoCrypt, and it comes from Star Trek. Why? Because Otto was a shapeshifter, and the AutoCrypt algorithm shapeshifts every 10 days. You know, when I first read it, AutoCrypt, I thought it was kind of a play on words like automatically, but this makes total sense coming from Star Trek. And he says, although the initial commitment suggested block time, or block 8 million as the change, that block number was merely a suggestion, and many people know these type of upgrades are difficult and require extensive testing and have to ensure that the network is not compromised. So no time frame has been set in stone, but it is coming soon. Another update is DigiID coming on third-party wallets. Yes, we've got DigiID coming to other major third-party wallets soon. This will help further cement DigiID as a strong, safe, and seamless authentication method, allowing an even broader user base direct access login with DigiID no matter which wallet they are using. I definitely can't wait to see who these third-party wallets are and start using DigiID myself. So another update is the DigiByte node map. So he shared a screenshot a little while ago as a bit of a teaser, and this is coming along. However, there was an issue with the interface as it seems to stall out after being up for a few days. So with a few minor adjustments, they will have it shared and available for people to pursue. Obviously, the geolocation is a guess based on the IP address, but it's still fascinating and a cool way to visualize anyway. So it'll definitely be cool to see where around the world DigiByte nodes are, and you know, distribution of the nodes and how globally spread out the project is part of the Coinbase requirements. So it'll be interesting to allow Coinbase to easily see how well distributed this project really is. So another update, address book on mobile, a key part of getting the recurring payments, as with any good payment system should have, is an address book. And we need this before we can move to step 2, which would be the recurring payments. And this is a look I guess, a teaser look at what the address would look like, or address book would look like. Thanks to Yoshi and Rob for their work on this, and we hope to have this in your hands for beta testing shortly. It seems like 2019 is going to be a very exciting year for DigiByte. You know, DigiAssets, the potential for the address book, as well as scheduled and recurring payments. You know, Vesti, there's no time on that anyway, but hopefully it's next year as well. This update here, DigiByte Node Guide on the Raspberry Pi. Yes, the guide is pretty much all finished and ready to roll. We're just waiting on a few improvements to the memory side of other things before he publishes it. And like I already said, Josiah is making a guide on how to set up Raspberry Pi and make a full node for the DigiByte network. And again, as point 1 said, they're working on the memory updates to make that a possibility. So update number 8, DigiSweep improvements. So Matthew continues to work on the DigiSweep, a recovery tool for people who have a recovery seed phrase or wallet data file but no access to their older wallet. It's recently been improved with more mobile-friendly user interface, as well as additional polish and looking very sharp. So number 9 would be DigiAssets. DigiAssets is still a work in progress, mostly behind the scenes. We've seen a recent tweet with the DigiByte founder, Jared Tate, going through checking for further optimization possibilities on the DigiAssets protocol, and as I already covered earlier, it is expected to be released sometime in Q1 of 2019. In addition, he has also been working with the Anon Unlimited on a short video explaining what DigiAssets are, and you can refer it to even non-crypto people. And I think this is the video that I was referring to here, the 1-minute video that explains what DigiAssets is. So that will wrap up today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to get notifications, like it, share it, leave a comment. Don't forget about my interview coming up shortly with Donald Porter in Jamaica, and I'll see you guys later.